It was cold and it was raining. Nevertheless, hundreds of people gathered on Kyiv's main street with a strong desire to beat the European record of the largest open-air yoga session. Nina is 85 years old. For 27 years now, she has been practicing yoga. When she first started to explore the spiritual practice, very few people in Ukraine had actually heard of yoga.
We worry about our body more. We want to be able to adjust our body to do the yoga positions like lotus, for example. I take care of my soul now. Do you know where our soul is situated? Where? Show me. Here. The soul lives here.
Many participants came with their families. OLEH brought his wife and 2 children. He says he is being motivated to practice yoga by his boss, who is from India. However, his first encounter with this practice occurred in the 1980s, when he was still in high school. I did yoga when I was a child. I felt a large flow of energy after that. But you know how it is when you're young. You don't understand how much strength and confidence it can give you. OLEH's wife and daughter also chose yoga over the traditional gym. They are still beginners, but they say they have already experienced a number of benefits.
To be honest, I haven't even learned the names of positions yet. But I like the lotus position, where everyone sits and relaxes. I like exercises which don't require much effort. I do yoga with my daughter. My son Maxim does acrobatics, swimming and judo competitively. He doesn't have time for yoga and he's also too young.
The mass open-air yoga class is taught by the Indian ambassador to Ukraine himself. MANOJ BHARTI has been practicing yoga at least for 30 minutes every day since he was a child. For that, he is thankful to his father.
I saw him being refreshed. Every day after doing yoga, I found him very refreshed, full of energy, full of happiness. That was the main incentive for me.
In India, up to 50,000 people can attend similar yoga sessions. MISHRA came to Kyiv a couple days ago. In his home country, yoga is an inevitable part of everyday life.
In India, we celebrated Yoga Day, like in our Indian Army and Navy and the Air Force done the yoga. Every teacher done the yoga, student done the yoga, and every government department also participate in the yoga. And most of the people are doing yoga nowadays just because of getting the peace in mind.
Beating the records set by India would be rather challenging for Ukrainians, but surpassing the rest of Europe by gathering 4,000 yogis for a session seems like a pretty reachable goal. However, this year bad weather thwarted the attempt to break last year's record. In 2017, 1,500 yoga lovers came to the joint session. We sat in a car in the rain for 2 hours, and I thought a few hundred people would come. But I counted 732 people who have been doing exercises for half an hour. And I think it's a great result considering the cold weather.
The European record wasn't beaten, but it was the first time when hundreds of people did yoga on the main street of Kyiv wearing warm clothes and raincoats.